and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
How very dare you?
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Cozy on the couch, getting. This is TL plus BJ. That awkward neck
How do you
angle.
feel, Mr. Wick? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wick, how are you feeling?
Mr. Wick. John Wick?
I'm okay. My head's
Crossover.
fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't.
Why is
think you
there a
have
fish
concussion,
sitting on the
but you've
desk?
Obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple.
He
of
was
days.
fishing?
Thanks.
Then he brought the fish into the office.
Well then, Mr. Wick, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me.
He was
I'll let you
fishing
get
with a
on
cup
with
of
it then.
coffee.
Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
This is a
Doc
very
Nelson
big
was
table.
the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
He is the very image of a small town doctor.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she?
She is a beauty.
Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water.
You can.
Mr.
I wish I had
You're
fished more with my dad.
Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Can we redeem a... Can we get a Sing redeem? No. Nope.
Thank you for testing the license.
Richard Ball, Bruce Dansky, Jacob Miller. On a camping trip overdue. Haven't been in contact. If you've seen or know their whereabouts, please call. Thank you.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver.
Are these all people I've murdered? Have you seen this man? Disappeared 6/20/07. Knack for winning contests. A cat, also missing. Me, also missing. That's me behind there. Right? No, it's not me. It's that guy.
Come in, Mr. Wake.
I just
Your phone's
did.
on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Thanks.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
Sorry, Vicky.
My men are
The
already
1K
on
points
it.
is worth
now,
it.
Can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up.
A lot of internal dialogue from Mr. Wick.
Excuse me.
Walk,
I need
wake,
to take this.
Woke.
Hello?
Alan,
Wake, woke,
please
walk.
help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Excuse me?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with
Don't do
anything?
nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just
Mind-
don't mind Walter in there. He's
Mind-
one of our regulars.
Mind if I step behind
Thought it
the
quit drinking
desk
for
here?
good.
I couldn't go
Oh,
anywhere
no
yet.
such luck.
I had
He
to
went
play
on a
along with the
bender and
caller.
hit Danny pretty
Alice's
bad.
life was at
Started
stake.
shouting like that the moment he woke up.
Yeah, it's
Mulligan here. I'm at Stuckey's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah.
Wait.
Look, we've located the brake load. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stuckey was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
No, it's not funny.
Okay, roger that, guys.
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the lights on? The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen. Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy.
Thank
Don't
you.
let anybody tell you different.
I won't.
In spite of its human mask,
Ken, so majority of the buildings in this game are identical to the locations in Twin Peaks. Yeah, I've noticed.
Something decidedly inhuman.
I've noticed. I need to rewatch Twin Peaks.
Nonetheless, it found the one spot
Hey,
in the diamond that
Sasha!
was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the
Hydrate.
pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power. The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the Sheriff's Department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Festival of Hell.
Okay. Hiya! Let me jump real quick.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting.
The diner is the same
We stood
too,
on
right?
the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut
Diner,
the
yeah.
act now. Where's my
In Twin
wife?
Peaks, the reception is directly on the front of the entrance, and here it's opposite. Oh, cool. I just cancels Vicky's shelf light because why not? Damn it.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
I want to go up there. Hello? Thank you. He passed out? Whoa.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor
Yo,
carves
Ken,
a
you
statue
remember
from a block
Dr.
of
Darling
granite.
from
If I
Control?
stop,
Yes.
The world I'm making dies.
The hilarious
Darkness
nerdy
will
doctor who
reclaim it.
slowly lost his mind in the video.
It's
Yeah,
a long,
yeah.
hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, sir. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. but I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Whoa!
Hey! Oh my! Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what
Same voice actor as Wake? Really?
On your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right.
Dog is gaming
I
again.
don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
So this Dr. Hartman guy is a bunch of
I
notes
had
you
to talk
find
to
and
someone.
control.
I told Barry everything. He thought I was certified,
what
but when he
Dylan
heard
said,
about
though.
the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you
Yeah,
found him!
he does.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty
Great.
some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great
Poor
to see you
thing.
again, Mr. Wake. Later!
I really need to go.
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody.
Bucktooth Charlie.
This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you.
Red herbs.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself.
Just wait while I run around like a idiot and look around for everything. See, this is the kind of thing I don't like
Shot a
having
guy
to do.
And his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? Are
Shouldn't.
you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice, and everything's just...
Do you understand what it sounds like when
What the
you say
fuck?
stuff like that? Don't
Is
get
the
me wrong,
dog dead?
It's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you
Wait
start
here.
confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Aww.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins. Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine's
Have to
kinda
leave,
full
unfortunately.
here.
No worries, Olive.
Actually,
Take it easy,
I'm
man.
sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from...
You love how this
Bucktooth
place
Charlie.
looks? Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Is it Audrey's father's
What happened?
hotel?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap.
been too long
They're
since I've
illegal to
seen
use
it.
here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. You got lucky. Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet.
All
The
right.
form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Okay.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This
Wait
whole
here.
thing- Listen, you hit...
I just leave. Use protection like a helmet.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
So wait, the dog was caught in the bear trap? Man.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny.
Come on,
Al.
Barry.
You can quit it now.
Shut your mouth. See you later. I gotta go. Take it easy, Cap. Thanks for hanging with us, man.
Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. This is not a goddamn debate.
I made like no noise when it hit the ground.
I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows
Poison
what.
ivy?
This is so not worth a 15% commission. Real funny, Al. Real funny. Ha ha. Thank you. I'll just sit here in the dark till you come back, or until I get eaten by a grue.
What the hell's a grue? Is this a different light?
I didn't realize we were back in the 3rd grade here.
Sorry. Wait, what's in the fire? Oh, just logs. Okay. See, I gotta go back here. I got to. Why? Because I have to. Because there's a thermos. And a hot tub. And a well. Not a well. A fake well. Interesting. Okay. A decorative well.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every...
Can I shoot the birds?
Watch the door now.
Disappeared. It's a magic bird.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality.
Okay.
It scared the shit out of Barry.
Barry's crazy ass car. Check.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
The fuck?
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan?
Deerfest?
You'll make it sound a lot more
Chat, you going to
organized
Deerfest?
than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Got alert for a call? No worries. The fuck was that? Any reason? I have no idea what that was. I touched the tire swing, and all hell broke loose. Ah! Okay. Sure.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization.
Time to watch TV.
But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs.
Tire swing, big bad guy, yeah.
Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
Alright, man in the mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists?
Weapon of choice.
That sentence really flows, huh?
No worries, Slay. It's cool, man.
Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
I didn't like his face.
Because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
These feathers, though.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark.
What the fuck?
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
What the fuck is happening? Okay. Bye.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious.
Damn.
Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
Wow. Do not feed the wildlife. Whoops, wrong button.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked
It's getting
him a lot.
meta, it is.
He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Thank you for the lurk, Sasha. I hope you have a great day. Alright.
vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me!
After I get this page. I'll help you after I get... Damn it, after I jump.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Please help! Help me!
Hello?
Back here! I'm back here! Hey, please help me!
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from
Hang in there, Rusty.
It would help me understand what had happened.
Good boy.
Shh. Good boy.
Meow.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
And read all these pages.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Nothing there. Nice. Okay. Batteries. Oh, here we go. Oh, shit.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker.
Yeah.
There was no way to get the lights back on.
Nope.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with burning patches that looked like liquid darkness.
What the fuck is hitting me?
I just need hunting licenses.
Oh, the thing's on the ground. Okay. Okay. Rusty. Rusty, no, you better not touch that dog.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing
is only permitted for those prisoners who purchase a park fishing license. Obey
Rusty!
the park ranger's instructions
at all times. Rusty? Rusty, no! Never.
No road closer than 100 yards.
To hazard walls. Never approach any other.
Closer than 25 yards.
Pets must be leashed.